the best thing you can do is essentially make your entire company and your entire staff AI native, for lack of a better word.
You know, you're an entrepreneur, you're a risk taker to begin with. So why not try everything that's out there?
And also have fun. I mean, one of the best things about these tools is that they're actually quite fun to use.
You know what's up. Tech Vibe is a 10-minute jam session for tech entrepreneurs to grow fast. Get ready to vibe with the Pittsburgh Technology Council's Audrey Russo and Jonathan Kirsting as they riff with the world's top tech and business experts.
Artificial intelligence. 2 words, Audrey. I hear it every day in just that order.
We use it every day.
And we use it every day here at the Tech Council. But no, in all sincerity, I mean, artificial intelligence is just something that is literally changing the world. I go back to the whole concept of it's been an amazing 30 years since we unleashed the internet to the public. In the past few years, we just unleashed artificial intelligence in a very actionable way for regular people.
It's for everyone. It's an inclusive approach.
It is. I mean, it's out there. We can access these tools. And as an entrepreneur looking to scale fast, grow fast, you know it's a tool you can leverage, that you can use to grow your business. But there's so much out there, you don't know where to turn first.
Yeah, but we have fun.
Of course.
We have fun. We just try everything. So we just say we have a rock star in the room. So we have a rock star in the room.
We have a rock star in the room. And it's not every day you get in front of the person, the human, that runs Carnegie Mellon University's machine learning department, and that is Zico Kolter. Just appointed to it as well, too. So pretty stoked.
Congratulations.
Great. Thanks very much.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being here. And so maybe you should tell us like a little bit just about why you're the rock star.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a hard question to answer, but
you can do it.
I've been a professor at Carnegie Mellon for 12 years now, and in that whole time, and working in machine learning really 20 years.
2 decades.
Exactly.
That's what
2
I'm
decades
saying.
At the time.
Oh, yeah.
More than half my life, actually. More than 20 years, in fact. But I've been a faculty member here for 12 years, and this month took on the role of director of the machine learning department in the School of Computer Science. And I'm thrilled to sort of see how we can continue, because we already have been, but continue shaping the future of machine learning and AI as a department and as a university.
Just give us like the quick answer. What has changed over these last year? Let's just use the last 12 months. What has changed? Why is it unraveled? And why is it, like Jonathan says, it's between every crevice, every nook and cranny, no matter what you touch?
Yeah, absolutely. So a year ago, ChatGPT was already released and already in the public consciousness to a certain degree. But what I think has happened in the past year is there's been this explosion of interest, not just in sort of using these tools as a toy or as a kind of a diversion, but really seeing how they can infuse themselves in every aspect of business, right? And productivity, and not just business, I should say,
of life,
right?
Right?
Of fun, of entertainment. And so starting with the core technology that's been developed for a very long time now of large language models and generative AI and many of these techniques, starting with those already being released a year ago, or many of them already being released, what's happened since then is the proliferation of just seemingly infinite use cases for this technology and many different people thinking about how to use it in different ways and, in fact, putting it to use in very different ways.
And that's what we want to know, because our listeners are looking to find every advantage they possibly can to build their business fast. But when I look at AI, I'm like, oh my God, there's so many options. Like, what do I do?
Yeah, where do I start?
Where do I start, and what can I do about it?
Right. So there's no shortage of AI-based tools and AI-based programs that you can purchase for your business that you can use to help you do really whatever task you want in your business. And in many cases, exactly what you want to do doesn't quite exist in a product yet, but it will exist pretty soon as a product. But the biggest piece of advice I typically give to entrepreneurs and to other people in industry thinking about AI is don't wait around for the app that solves your exact problem. Don't wait for some company to develop something that solves your particular payroll or research task or anything else. The reality is the tools that are already out there are perfectly good in many cases at solving your problem. Rather than wait around for an app to be developed that solves your specific task, the most crucial thing you can do as a business is start developing expertise with the systems that already are out there. So use ChatGPT to solve problems in your day-to-day work. Use these tools as a tool to solve your business problems right now. You don't need a specialized program layered on top of many of these things to solve your problem.
Oh, that's what people tend to think.
Yeah,
which
but
is really interesting.
I think you don't need it. In fact,
so be curious and experiment, right?
Exactly.
And
when it comes down to it,
don't worry about the interoperability with existing systems.
I mean, I don't think you should. I think what you should really be building up is expertise with these systems, because using these tools is very different from using normal programs. Right. And the best thing you can do is essentially make your entire company and your entire staff AI native, for lack of a better word, right? You need to know how to use these tools. They're out there. You want to know a PDF, summarize some document for you, drag that document. ChatGPT says, write me a summary of this. They can already do so much of these things. You want to write a program, a script to parse some Excel file and extract some information. Ask Copilot or just ChatGPT to write a script in Python that will do it. It will succeed most of the time. You can learn so much just by using the tools that are out there. And ultimately, when there are more specialized tools, you will be a better user of them for understanding how you can use kind of the basic general purpose models to already solve your task.
That's amazing.
That's cool. So just grab it. Just go out there and grab it.
And the one thing I can say is I have tried similar strategies to see what happens. You learn something new because it brings something back that maybe you weren't expecting.
Yeah.
So keep a super open mind to it as well too, right?
And also have fun. I mean, one of the best things about these tools is that they're actually quite fun to use. So the first thing I used these tools for was not for work. It was for writing stories and things like this with my kids, right?
Awesome.
It's fun. Play around with it. By playing and experimenting, that's how we learn.
So you really have to twist your head.
Yeah.
So if you're an entrepreneur, you're a risk taker to begin with. So why not try everything that's out there without? But you can go down a rabbit hole. I mean, let's face it, you can spend a whole lot of time.
You can.
Like
with the internet too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You shouldn't use the internet, right?
Don't have too much ADD. Be somewhat specific as far as that goes. So we've reached the point of the show here, Audrey. I get very excited because it's the Huntington Bank question of the day. Can't wait to throw this out to you because it's gonna be interesting because I can imagine how you're gonna answer this question. But we want to know, what would you want AI to do right now that it currently cannot do?
That's a great question. And the funny thing about this is that oftentimes when people give an answer for this, it's something that AI can then do in 3 months from now, right? You can't do it today. So I want to give maybe actually somewhat unexpected answer because this is sort of relates to my own research in a way. And if we can solve this in 3 months, I will be very happy if we can solve this in 3 months.
And maybe rich too.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'll stick with being happy for my ability to use AI for this. So what I want AI to be able to do is to parse untrusted data. That's a very technical thing that I'm saying right there, but let me explain what that means. So right now, when you drag a file or a PDF or something into a program like ChatGPT, it will essentially put that whole document as if you typed it in to the system, right? And the problem is sometimes it can interpret text in that document as commands. And so if somewhere in your document you're trying to summarize or you're trying to, explain some invoice or, tell me what I actually owe from this long invoice, right? You can get an instruction, a malicious instruction essentially inside that document that overrides the instructions you give and makes it do something else instead. This is something that's called prompt injection, to throw out a technical term there. And it basically is a security vulnerability of all current AI models. They don't know how to differentiate data that they are reading from instructions that they're being given to them. And this is a big problem. I mean, in computer programming, we have a very strict separation between code that you run and data that you read. AI models right now, large language models at least, don't have this distinction. And this fundamentally limits their capabilities of being deployed in larger systems. If everything is code, that's a problem. If every website that you visit could execute code on your system, that wouldn't be a very good, very secure internet. And this fundamental challenge poses a real problem for the proliferation and wider use of AI technologies. And so I know this is a very technical answer, but what I would want out of AI, which it can't do right now, is to basically separate code and data, to learn how to interpret things without following instructions or without somehow being tricked by the content that it's parsing.
Fantastic. I tell you what, thank you so much for jamming with us today.
Thank you
yes.
for riffing off of all that. We've got our assignment.
We do.
Take advantage of everything. Play with all the tools. Have fun. And let's say we got to keep our eyes on Zico.
Oh, yeah. Zico, our eyes are on you, dude. So
all
close
right.
that. So thank you for being part of Tech Vibe. Thank you for jamming with us.
Thanks
helping
very
our
much.
entrepreneurs with some actionable insights.
Absolutely wonderful to be here.
You are the best.